It's time for Fresh from the Vine.
Fresh from the Vine is sponsored by Designs, Vines, and Wines. Please visit our website at designsvinesandwines.com and link over to our Facebook page. Or visit our studios in the Arts District in downtown Winston-Salem at 625 North Trade Street.
And now, Getting Fresh with Rachel.
Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. You're listening to Fresh from the Vine, and I'm your host, Rachel. We're coming to you from Designs, Vines, and Wine Studio in the heart of the downtown Art District in Winston-Salem, where art is drawing the lines that join us. And today we're sharing some highlights from the February Open Art Jam, along with some other special events that were going on throughout downtown Winston-Salem's Art District. Our show is made possible by the support of Designs, Vines, and Wines, located at 625 North Trade Street Studios in the heart of the downtown Winston-Salem Art District, offering one-of-a-kind original artwork, classes, create and sip events, and other open art events where walk-ins are always welcome, and we're keeping the arts alive. And these are some of the best highlights of February.
Well, I just started a new radio show that this opportunity came to me when I wasn't really even looking for it, and I feel blessed to have this opportunity because I feel like I can bring a lot of awareness to the fun events that are happening here in Winston-Salem, and especially within our downtown art district. I operate Designs, Vines, and Wines, which is downtown in the art district at Studio 625. And I really enjoy being down there because I have the opportunity to really involve the public with the arts and keep it truly alive and make it important to every individual that wants to participate. But this forum and this opportunity with my new show, which I entitled Fresh from the Vine, is going to give us all an opportunity to participate in something fun. And anytime you guys have an event that we should all know about it, please reach out to me. I want to share it with everyone and bring community awareness, bring our community together, and so no one can miss out on all the fun that's going on here in Winston, and especially to bring awareness and help people who really need help within our community and in our country, and because I'm a very strong believer that we're all one race, the human race, and we have this one planet, and we are here to come together and work together as human beings and stewards of this one planet to take care of both. And if I can do just a tiny bit to try and bring people together, I'm all about it, and I just feel honored to be able to be here together with you guys to show support for such a wonderful cause, and to listen to what everyone has to say and all the energy and enthusiasm that people are bringing for their fellow mankind. And I don't want to take up any more time because I know he has a fantastic...
I just thought it was a good opportunity for her to spread the word of a really good
program. And the show's going to be airing on WDRB radio, which you can tune in on iHeartRadio, TuneIn radio app, and YouTube, and it's going to air on Sundays from 3 to 4, which I think is a pretty good time slot when people are home and kind of relaxed and thinking about fun things that they want to do in the community. So I appreciate your support, and I'm here to support all of you too, so please try to take advantage of that, and if I can do anything to help you and promote your business and your efforts and the things that you have going on, that's what I'm here for, and I'm anxious to hear what he has to say and excited to see how this event is going to help others.
When we come back, we'll start out by sharing some of the wonderful poetry from the open art jams at Designs, Vines, and Wines. You're listening to Fresh from the Vine.
It's time for Fresh from the Vine.
Rachel. Stay tuned so we can get fresh.
Hey, it's me, your inner artist. Can I come out? Didn't know you had an inner artist? Well, we all do. So come out and express it at Designs, Vines, and Wines. Located in the studios at 625 North Trade Street, downtown Winston-Salem. Stop by and let your inner artist explore the wonderland of art with 8 different projects starting at just $25 each. Find out more at designsvinesandwines.com or stop by the studios at 625 North Trade Street in the heart of the Arts District in downtown Winston-Salem.
Put this one on your weekly calendar. It's Wine About Wednesday at Designs, Vines, and Wines.
Designs, Vines, and Wines is located inside the studios at 625 North Trade Street in downtown Winston-Salem.
The wine tasting begins at 7 p.m. with registration and a meet and greet. Then at 7:30 we start tasting.
Downtown at 625 North Trade Street. The studios at 625.
Link over to our Facebook page at designsvinesandwines.com. That's designsvinesandwines.com.
Come join us for Wine About Wednesday.
It's time for Fresh from the Vine.
Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. Hello everyone. Today I have Melvin Mingle in here in the studio at 625, and we're going to talk a little bit with Melvin about his music and what he does. Melvin, can you introduce yourself to everyone?
Greetings everybody, my name is Melvin Mingle. I'm a street musician here in Winston-Salem. Proud to be here and glad to be here with you, Rachel.
Thank you, Melvin. Now, Melvin and I met a few months back while he was playing out in the activity art park behind the studio here. And he blew me away because I thought really and truthfully the very first time that I heard him playing that, you know, there was a whole group of people playing, and it was very impressive. And when I heard him play, I just had to invite him over, and he's been lighting up our events with his bongo drums and his musical talents for several events that we have here at Designs, Vines, and Wines. And he's also the intro and exit music that you hear in the background for the show Fresh from the Vine, and I'm super happy because it's super original and it's all Melvin, and Melvin rocks. So tell us, Melvin, how did you get started playing the bongo drums?
It's wow, I think it's been about 3 years ago. I used to always, for years, drum on tables with my hands, and my best friend Phil suggested that I should get a hand drum while we were in the African store, and I thought about it, and then I happened to be in a Guitar Center, and they had a really good price for one. I got it, and I was pretty bad at it to start, but I started playing along the songs I liked, started to have fun with it, and eventually I was able to translate most of what's in my head into my hands, and it went pretty good from there. I started practicing pretty often. I used to practice in the house, but I didn't want to disturb my roommates, so I practiced at the parks, and people would come up a lot. I mean, like, they'd give me $1 or talk about my music, like, that was really special and awesome, thanks for sharing it. And I'm like, oh, I'm just practicing this. I'm glad they liked and heard it, wow. And one day, this, I'm pretty sure he was drunk, guy came up and he was like, we need this, man. We need this on Trade Street. We need it. I was like, I'll give it a try. And that's when I first tried busking. I think it was the next day in downtown Winston and downtown Greensboro. And that busking experience, as far as just the joy, the people's reactions, I thought they might be negative. They were extremely positive. That really got me motivated. And me practicing each day and playing pretty often each week around town and around the southeast. That's really what got me going.
And I know, Melvin, that you've been doing a little bit of traveling here and there. Tell us about where you've been going and what kind of places that we might find you.
Of course, starting here in Greensboro, Winston, because I live in Greensboro, work my day job in Winston-Salem, so those are both my two natural spots. But my hometown, Charlotte, so I played there a lot, played in Raleigh, played as far as Seattle. I played in Jacksonville, Florida, Nashville, Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, D.C., a whole bunch of places. It kind of depends where I'm at the moment, but usually anywhere in North Carolina, Virginia. Every Friday night for sure by the CBS, there's a nice art mural that I play under every Friday night, usually about 8 p.m. From there, somewhat of a toss-up where I'll be, but usually it's in the Carolinas or Virginia.
unless it's gallery hop night, and then you might be found right here in Studio 625 at Designs, Vines, and Wines, sharing your musical talent during the gallery art hop, which we definitely appreciate. I know this last gallery hop was super fun. We had a few extra instruments around that everyone just jumped in, and we had bells going along with the bongos and little croaker frogs going, and we just had a ball. We were dancing in here and had a little Congo line, and our theme this month is Alice Through the Looking Glass. That rabbit was jumping around all over in here. We had a ball. And we really appreciate all you bringing and sharing your musical talents with us. And so, Melvin, I'd love for you to grab your bongo drum and just give us a little sample of why I'm so crazy about your work.
Cool, I'd love to. I got my doomback drum with me. I left the djembe out. I've been playing it all. Man, I played it last night as long as I played it in a long time at the CIAA in Charlotte, about 5 hours. I'm about washed out on it for a couple of days, but I got my doomback, which the doomback is actually what got me really going for the djembe. I played the djembe a bit first, but the doomback, which for people who don't know, it's a small drum that's commonly played in India, but if I'm correct, it comes from West Africa as well, and it has a very sharp snare sound. It's like almost like a snare drum, but it has a deep bass as well, usually associated with the djembe. And it kind of creates its own mini drum line when you get the rhythms right. It takes a lot of speed, a lot of smart placement of the notes, and you have to really keep it going because it doesn't reverberate quite as much unless you're in a really big spot where sound just bounces everywhere. So it's a dynamic instrument. It's a small little, I think I weighed it one time, 2.6 pounds, but it is amazing. It's gotten a lot of people dancing, got me a lot of police calls for noise, and it's
I think that's actually the drum that you were playing the night that we met, and I thought you had like this whole posse of people with you. I just couldn't believe it when I came around the corner and there's this one guy with a little tambourine on his foot and a little bongo drum making all that amazing music. It just really truly blew me away. It just I was super impressed. And I love music. I have no musical talents of my own other than just the enjoyment factor that I get when I hear other people play. So here we go. Let's have some fun from Melvin as he shares his talents with us on the bongo drum. Awesome. That was wonderful. I really enjoy that. I always love listening to you play, Melvin. It gets me so excited, and I can barely help myself from starting to dance every time I hear you play. I enjoy the bongo drums a lot, and I always tease him and tell him he's got my tribal beat down and brings my tribe together, which is true, because whenever he plays, people come in. They hear it through the doors, even if the doors aren't open, and they come in just to enjoy this young man's music. It's so fun, and he's very talented, and he can jump in and collaborate with all kinds of people that I've had in here and be spontaneous. And he really sets a nice backdrop to our poetry readings that we have here as well, and just adds depth and richness to the events that we have here. So I really, truly appreciate everything that you've shared with us here at Designs, Finds, and Wines in Studio 625.
Thank you, and I want to thank you. Obviously, wintertime is colder out and all that, so I don't get to do my street music like I want to. And it's disappointing on like a Saturday when it's like so cold, it's nowhere to go to play, it's not worth going out, no one's really out. So to have a place inside where that joy kind of just resonates and keeps going, it feels good to be a part of something. It feels good to be in a place that the community enjoys, a place of freeness, openness, a place where people can really feel the arts, hear the arts, and it's very nice to be a part of something consistent. It's been very nice to not just be at home sitting on the couch not doing anything. So I'm glad to be a part of something special rather than doing much of the same.
And we really appreciate it here because it has added a lot of richness to the events that we've had, and a depth that it wouldn't otherwise have all on its own. Especially with the poetry, and just giving this place just a warm, exciting feeling, because there's a lot of fun happening in this studio space that we have, because we do have 8 different artists in here, and there's always something new and exciting, and I try to keep it fresh and fun with events, so don't be shy, and I try to keep everything very low cost or free so that everyone can participate.
That's right. And I encourage anyone who's thinking about coming out, you have nothing to lose. You come out, don't have to spend a dime, enjoy beautiful people, genuine energy, like the joy, the moments we have. We encourage people to do what you feel. You feel like breaking out and dance, you have something on your mind, you want to express, you got poetry you want to share, just want to talk to random people, no pressure, no anything negative. It's just a great spot to be. And there's great opportunities, there's great artists to see. They're beautiful. I'm fortunate I get to come here often and see such beautiful works of art, and I think about, man, it'd be nice to have about 99% of this stuff. Is just blows me away, and the other 1% is even more dynamic. It'd be nice to have some of these things. It's just impressive to be able to see. So I encourage anyone who's thinking about coming downtown, just drop on by.
Thank you, Melvin. And Melvin also has some other talents that he entertains us with from time to time. He does some really fun impersonations. I might put him on the spot here a little bit, but they're super fun, and he has shared some of those kind of spontaneous moments at our open mic nights that we have here, and open art jams that we have here. Now, if you've never been to an open art jam, what is that? What is she talking about? What is an open art jam? Okay, well, you come, and we're going to create some fun live art together. I always have about 8 to 10 projects that you can choose from that are super low cost, that includes all the materials, instructions that you need to take your artwork home with you when you're done. So you have a little something special to remember from the evening. Gives you an opportunity to put the phone down and have some real fun socializing time with the people that you came with, or make some new friends with people that are here. And then in addition to the artwork, there's also live entertainment and open mic going on. So anybody that has something they want to share with the rest can openly do so and freely do so, whether it be musical talents or poetry, spoken word, or just the thought of the day. And again, I want to share with you some of Melvin's other talents of his fun impersonations, and I'm sure all of you will quickly recognize who he's impersonating. So I'm putting you on the spot here, Melvin. Give us a teaser.
I'll try to give you my best. I'm a little off today, but I'm going to give it a whirl. Let's see what I got here. Well, you see, Rachel, as you know, we live in a tremendous city that sometimes get overlooked. Because it's not, how should I say, the fact that people are on 40, they don't see downtown when they're not on Business 40, as they haven't heard the wonderful message of our city. That if you come to Winston, you're promised a good time, good southern food, and look it. I'm just going to say it. Charlotte might look like it's a lot more fun, but it's not. Winston-Salem, we got it going on. So here's what we're going to do. It's Friday night. We're going to head downtown. We're going to wear our fanciest swaggy clothes. And we're going to go out and we're going to show Charlotte that Winston-Salem, our buildings may not be as tall, but our partying spirits are just as bright. And I understand I have a friend who also has a message that he wants to add similar to my own, but in his own way. Let me tell you, this Friday night is going down like you won't believe. Here in downtown Winston-Salem, and I've been in a lot of places, let me tell you. Mar-a-Lago, that's my favorite place to be. But number 2 is Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Not South Carolina, I'm sorry, not today. You're not as good as North Carolina. North Carolina, you have my heart. From Donald Trump to you.
Thank you, Melvin. That's just hilarious. I absolutely almost wet my pants when he started talking about Donald Trump and his love for McDonald's.
It's so good. Oh my gosh, every day I could have a Big Mac. I tell you, you need to eat the Big Mac. Right now, they have the Grande Big Mac, but you have to take it in order. You can't just have the Grande without the normal Big Mac.
Or the special sauce.
Now the special sauce. I made it.
Oh my goodness. Sometimes we get ourselves in a little bit of trouble here at Studio 625, but it's all in good fun. Been super blessed to have some fantastic artists come through here with their visual arts as well as their spoken word and their poetry and musical talents. And I continue to hope for more and more talents to come through here. And next weekend, on the 10th of March, we are going to have a young lady named Amber come and share her music. She just recently got signed with a nice record label, and I will interview her about all the details of that, because I don't know all the details yet, because we haven't talked about all the details. She's kept a little bit of a secret until it actually happened, and so I'm super excited. I had the privilege of working and knowing Amber whenever I lived in Beaufort, South Carolina. Of course, I didn't know that she had all these fantastic musical talents that she was keeping on the down low from everyone. So I'm super excited for her to come here to Studio 625 and Designs, Finds, and Wines and share with us next March 10th, which is Saturday. And she's going to share some of her music from her new CD that's getting ready to be released. A lot of big names came from this record label that she has just gotten signed with. I'm going to wait until she comes to give us all the particulars and details so I don't mess anything up or misspeak on any of the pertinent information about her new CD and when it'll be available and how you can get it. So I'm just letting you know that that activity is going to be happening next Saturday, March 10th, here at Studio 625 at Designs, Finds, and Wines. on Trade Street in Winston-Salem. And I do look forward to that, and hopefully Melvin will be around to maybe collaborate a little bit on a song or two. I'm sure she would love that. If he's going to be in town, I hope he can stop in and join us for some fun. Melvin, I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be able to have some of your wonderful musical talents as the intro and exit for my show.
I appreciate it. I'm honored. It's exciting. It's like, wow, who's that guy? I know that beat. Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's the beat. That's the one of mine. Feels good.
Yeah, and it fit really perfect in, and I'm super excited about it, and I feel super blessed to have his talents intertwined in with Fresh from the Vine, because it's going to make the show very fresh and very exciting, and he does add the beat that I want to set and the rhythm that I want to set and everything that I want to personify in the arts and the music community with his little travel beat that just jabs so well with what I got going on here.
Incredible. Thank you. That's huge.
So I'm not going to take up a whole lot of Melvin's time, because I know he's got a lot of fun stuff to do, but I do want to put a little bit more teasers out here and maybe get him back on the bongo drums to share a little bit more of his talents, because I can talk all day and just say nothing but glorious things about Melvin, but that would be kind of boring. It'd be much more entertaining to just actually listen to yourself and figure out for yourself why I'm such a big fan. So Melvin, you just take it away whenever you're ready, and we're going to sit back and just let you have a little jam session here and let everyone else enjoy your talents. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to also grab the other little bongo drum and let you play that one just for a second, too, just so we can get a little different sound going as well. I've got a small bongo drum. It's not like his normal one, but...
Now, I got the big one in the car if you want me to get it.
Yeah, maybe for this stuff. I know you wore out some of it.
No problem. Let's see this one.
Melvin. That is just awesome. And that's just a little tiny bongo that I have around here that is not his normal instrument at all. It's not even his instrument, but he just picked it up and just went to town on it. That's just the kind of talent this gentleman has, and I love it. I get so envious and jealous of people who have that kind of talent. They just pick it up and bam, they just play it like it's nothing. I'm one of those ridiculous people that you see in church that's trying to do the 5 clap just to catch up with everybody who's able to sing and clap at the same time. A little rhythmically challenged, not going to lie. So I do have a huge appreciation for people who have such talents that I do not. And I'm going to give Melvin a moment to go get his bongo out of the car, and we're going to pick back up. Okay, so Melvin's got his big bongo drum now, and what's the name of that drum?
The djembe.
The djembe. See, he's got all these technical names for the little drums, but I don't know. I just call him my little drummer boy.
Love it.
Thank you.
Now you see the little teaser that we've had here. Now that everyone cannot wait to come to the next event to listen to you live, I'm sure. So stay tuned to Fresh from the Vine so that you can always be sure to get a little teaser of Melvin's wonderful talents.
Much love. I appreciate it. Hope to see y'all there. I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing with us, Melvin. And by all means, you can exit out in a big banging way. Wow. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll have more of Melvin on every show, so please, again, stay tuned and tell us, Melvin, if somebody wants to reach out to you to invite you to play for them, how should they go about doing that?
My email, Instagram is the best. They're similar in name. My email is Carolina, MEL2017 @gmail.com, or you can do my Instagram, which is drummer Mel MEL_2017. So the email is carolinamel2017 @gmail.com, and the Instagram is drummermel_2017.
Or you can just come to Designs, Vines, and Wines, and I will do my best to hook you guys up to make some magic happen. And if you come here, you also get to enjoy some artwork and maybe even run into Melvin yourself.
That's what I'm talking about. I hope to see y'all. Truly, you won't regret coming out. You have nothing to lose. Come enjoy a beautiful time.
Thank you, Melvin, and thanks for sharing some of your fun impersonations as well, because you crack me up with some of the things you do and say. You're so much fun to be around. So blessed to have you as a friend and creative collaborator.
Same to you. Thank you. Thank you. Means a lot. Love your energy. Love your passion. Means a lot to me.
Thank you. And thank you for listening.
Hey, it's me, your inner artist. Can I come out? Didn't know you had an inner artist? Well, we all do. So come out and express it at Designs, Vines, and Wines. Located in the studios at 625 North Trade Street, downtown Winston-Salem. Stop by and let your inner artist explore the wonderland of art with 8 different projects starting at just $25 each. Find out more at designsvinesandwines.com or stop by the studios at 625 North Trade Street in the heart of the Arts District in downtown Winston-Salem.
Put this one on your weekly calendar. It's Wine About Wednesday at Designs, Vines, and Wines.
Designs, Vines, and Wines is located inside the studios at 625 North Trade Street in downtown Winston-Salem.
The wine tasting begins at 7 p.m. with registration and a meet and greet. Then at 7:30 we start tasting.
Downtown at 625 North Trade Street. The studios at 625.
Link over to our Facebook page at designsvinesandwines.com. That's designsvinesandwines.com.
Come join us for Wine About Wednesday.
It's time for Fresh from the Vine.
Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. Welcome back, and let's get fresh. We're going to start out with Ed Robinson sharing one of his poems as he takes the stage. Here we go.
You also kind of listen when Geezer takes the stage. You're probably wondering what I'll do for angst or existential rage. And I know it's true, a lot of folks stop thinking by this age. But poetry can set us free and let them see how you and me may yet decree an amnesty from tyranny and bigotry, and finally start listening to each other. Because a brother of a different age may have a mind to share. And some people like a poet with some silver in his hair. I think you'll find my rhymes reflect the times and changes in the air. And let me show how even though my steps are slow, I feel the flow. And yes, I know that you below the age of 50 often pay attention. So I'll mention my intention is to offer you a rhyme or two that may make you think. Because a different view of what we do may help us find that link that leads us all into a place that's new and may be on the brink of growing past the fear that keeps us near the edge of sheer insanity. It clamors for another war diminishing humanity till we defy their evil lie, refuse to feed their vanity. Do poems make a difference? Why do we struggle so to find the words that will reflect the sense of what we feel and know? Although we can't be sure of who will read or listen, still we write, giving in to this peculiar need to bring the truth to light. Because the truth demands expression as the final darkness falls. Yes, that's the motivation that makes poets of us all. I have my age, and you your youth, but we both have that need for truth, because that's what will at last bring peace, the hatred and the fears release that separate us, me from you, Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, Jew, hope, mass from wealthy few. It's up to us to speak what's true, because if not us, then who?
Thank you, Ed. That was a wonderful poem. And next we're going to move on to Chip. I hope everyone can hear this audio okay. It was recorded live at our event, and we weren't sure at that time we would be sharing this in this way, so I do apologize for the quality of the audio. This will get better as the show goes on. And now let's listen to Chip.
Dear beautiful black woman, I am writing this to you because I feel that you are very, very underappreciated. Why, without no lock, there is no key to a chocolate treasure hidden deep within the sea. You are mine, who I am to cherish and hold forever. Why you cannot begin to grasp this is because you have not yet met her. She is the essence to my being. She is the queen to my nation. She is the flowers to my bee. Why, how can that be? Disrespect should never take. The fragile glass will never break. The icing and the cherry to a complicated yet simple cake. Beautiful black woman, so underappreciated. They steal your style, yet give you no credit, taking the words out your mouth as if they had said it, but it was you. You are the creators of this earth, for you give life, which the police feel the need to go against and leave you a single mother and wife. Your strength is constantly questioned, you're consistently looked at this lesson. While I learned this lesson, black women have been standing strong or whatever by which she has been tested. The time building up our communities that the white man manifested, the product of your work is from the time that she invested. Beautiful black woman, so underappreciated. All she is looked at is for a treat. Why? Well, didn't Mama tell you you can't touch everything that you see? The drum cannot sound without her, for she is the beat. The fire cannot start because she is the heat you can't compete. Something so strong, but at the same time sweet. Oh, so sweet. More than just a fat ass and a skinny waist. Better than any non-perishable item, because she cannot, shall not, and will not go to waste. Beautiful, beautiful black woman. Why are you so underappreciated?
Still working on what I hope, but it's been nothing fun.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming.
I wake up and grab my phone to see my notifications, just to read them and not reply, filling the missing gap of time elapsed with infatuation. Doing this only so I can say I'm different, while subconsciously yearning to be a part of the vocation, minding mine, until viciously interrupted by the sound of a ring and vibration. Can't even force myself not to look at it, because of the sensations of not having relations is too much for the sensations. Make a notation. to call Mom back after I get off the phone with Angie as she finishes her narration of how her and Jalen had their first late night talk about desires plus aspirations in their rather abusive sexual congregation, just like Thomas Jefferson did with Sally Hemings, just one of the perks of living on a plantation. But that was all thrown aside as she was known as the bitch with the spots all around her mouth, Dalmatian, which led to her new set of vaccinations, along with an unexpected complication in being held to new expectations of building a stable foundation, because she is now expecting a new generation. And with just enough time for Jalen to send the "I'm gone" text as he beelines straight for the bus station. So she hides her fears with smiling celebrations, even if she knows money's old habit of fluctuation. But too late. Well, here comes God's little old creation, making the world bigger by just one more person. Dilation, realizing the realities of this operation, so she quickly turns to the medications and odd late-night exotic dance occupations, not understanding that she is holding a knife to her dignity, self-mutilation. But she finds a way to wake up from the deep sedation through declarations and consultations in the church with Christ. She has had a revelation, but that through life's implications and unexpected invitations, hearing the message is only the first part, but the next step is interpretation. So my question to you is, how will you handle your own set of trials and tribulations?
Thank you, Chip. That was a wonderful poem, very inspiring and moving and empowering for all women. And I hope you enjoyed the music in the background. I'd like to thank Melvin Mingle, who is our bongo drum player here at Designs, Vines, and Wines. We have him here a lot. We enjoy his music, and he's agreed to allow us to use that for our opening music and our bump music. So thank you, Melvin. You rock, and you can hear him regularly just beating our tribal beat here at Designs, Vines, and Wines. Yep. We're rounding up this section of poetry with one of my own, Mothers Are Love.
Mothers are called moms. Mothers are called mummies. Mothers are called mamas. Mothers are love. Mothers are unselfish. Mothers are givers. Mothers are busy. Mothers are love. Mothers are givers. Mothers are comforters. Mothers are helpers. Mothers are love. Mothers are all these things wrapped up in one. For all the things that they've done. Mothers are love. You are my mother. Mothers are love. I love you, my mother. Mothers are love. You are my mother. My mother is love. I love you, my mother. Mothers are love. Daughters are mothers. Mothers are love. Mothers love daughters. Mothers are love. I love you, my daughter. My daughter is love. Mothers loving daughters, loving mothers. Mothers are love.
Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. Put this one on your weekly calendar. It's Wine About Wednesday at Designs, Vines, and Wines.
Designs, Vines, and Wines is located inside the studios at 625 North Trade Street in downtown Winston-Salem.
The wine tasting begins at 7 p.m. with registration and a meet and greet. Then at 7:30 we start tasting.
Downtown at 625 North Trade Street. The studios at 625.
Link over to our Facebook page at designsvinesandwines.com. That's designsvinesandwines.com.
Come join us for Wine About Wednesday. Hey, it's me, your inner artist. Can I come out? Didn't know you had an inner artist? Well, we all do. So come out and express it at Designs, Vines, and Wines. Located in the studios at 625 North Trade Street, downtown Winston-Salem. Stop by and let your inner artist explore the wonderland of art with 8 different projects starting at just $25 each. Find out more at designsvinesandwines.com or stop by the studios at 625 North Trade Street in the heart of the Arts District in downtown Winston-Salem.
It's time for Fresh from the Vine.
Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you double the information and inspiration.
And now, Getting Fresh with Rachel.
I have a bunch of really fantastic artists that I've been able to feature this month that aren't part of our regular art co-op, and it's just brought a lot of wonderful things within the community and brought a lot of people together that otherwise wouldn't even be talking to each other, and I feel blessed that that's happened, and that the people that have come through here have helped that to be created, and that kind of atmosphere is created, and made a lot of nice new friends this past month already, and just opened up a lot of conversations about racism. And my personal philosophy, and I'm very stuck and firm in this philosophy is that we're all one race, the human race. We all came into the world the same way. God had envisioned He needs us all. And He made us all very different and unique because He needs us all. And He put us all on this one very beautiful, very diverse planet because He needs us all. And we all have a part to it. And this is all of our planet. And it's up to all of us to share it and care for it and perpetuate that knowledge and the things that it has to offer to the next generation so that it's here forever or as long as it's intended to be here. And we can lengthen or shorten that. We do have that ability, and I hope we do things that lengthen it and do things that bring us together as a human race and take away labels that we have chosen to put on ourselves that cause nothing but negativity. Labels can create negative things, even without trying to, because it causes separation and division of some sort, because it defines something more specifically than it may have been before. And when we start putting labels on it, we have to just be careful of the labels that we put on it and what we associate those labels with, and what labels we're willing to tolerate others putting on us. And whether or not we choose to live within the confines of those labels or break them altogether. And as young people, I get very, very, very excited when young people come through here and I have an opportunity just to have a second of their ear and their attention. Because most young people are so plugged into their devices that they don't hear a darn thing. And most parents have to pull one plug out just so they can halfway get something in besides that. And if we just leave ourselves to being plugged into these electronic devices that have no heart, that have no compassion, that have no real knowledge of what it is to be a human being, we're going to end up like a piece of worn-out technology. And I say worn-out technology because technology changes very rapidly and it becomes obsolete very quickly. And for us not to become obsolete, we have to unplug ourselves and continue to do things that make us well-rounded. And art is a great way to keep ourselves well-rounded and to communicate on a whole different new level to people who have a hard time communicating with others. And even those that are fabulous communicators, we can get down to their level of understanding and get our message to them very quickly. And so my hope as an old geezer is to inspire young upcoming people that have all this incredible talent, especially music talent, to change their message, to change what they think is cool, to change the perspective of how the world sees different races. And it's up to those particular races to take it into their hands, to make a change, to define what they're going to define what is cool for their generations coming up. And if they want to change the thug life, they have to not live the thug life and not glorify the thug life. If we want to stop black-on-black crime or any kind of crime of those kind of natures, we need to speak the language that people listen. Music, poetry, those are very powerful words.
visual artwork. It is a very powerful tool.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for this week, and we hope you'll tune in again next time for Fresh from the Vine with Rachel. We're sponsored by Designs, Vines, and Wines. Visit us at designsvinesandwines.com. The studio is located at 625 North Trade Street in downtown Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's in the heart of the Arts District. And inside the studios at 625, other artists also share their works. So please come by, give us a visit. Designs, Vines, and Wines, inside the studios at 625 North Trade Street in downtown Winston-Salem. Hey, it's me, your inner artist. Can I come out?
Didn't know you had an inner artist? Well, we all do. So come out and express it at Designs, Vines, and Wines. Located in the studios at 625 North Trade Street, downtown Winston-Salem.
Stop by and let your inner artist explore the wonderland of art with 8 different projects starting at just $25 each.
Find out more at designsvinesandwines.com or stop by the studios at 625 North Trade Street
in the heart of the Arts District in downtown Winston-Salem.
Put this one on your weekly calendar. It's Wine About Wednesday at Designs, Vines, and Wines.
Designs, Vines, and Wines is located inside the studios at 625 North Trade Street in downtown Winston-Salem.
The wine tasting begins at 7 p.m. with registration and a meet and greet. Then at 7:30 we start tasting.
Downtown at 625 North Trade Street. The studios at 625.
Link over to our Facebook page at designsvinesandwines.com. That's designsvinesandwines.com.
Come join us for Wine About Wednesday.
That's designsvinesandwines.com.
Come join us for Wine About Wednesday.
That's designsvinesandwines.com.